Hey there everyone. Okay, so I'm gonna put together a video here really quick on some breakfast bars that a lot of people have been asking for a recipe for, and a lot of my friends have requested that I do a cookbook. However, I think I'm going to do things a little bit differently and put this on my YouTube channel. If you'll look in the description below the video, I will have listed exact amounts of what I use. I'm currently, I don't usually measure things, but I'm going to go ahead and measure them this go round. And so in the video, I'm not going to tell you exactly how much I use because I don't know. I'm going to wing it as I go and then throw together what I did use in the description. So just look up the description. I'm going to first show you the ingredients that I'll be using. So these are dates, and they do have pits in them, so you will have to take the seeds out. I'll show you how to do that if you've never used a date before. It's pretty simple. I just take a paring knife, cut them in half, pull out the seed, and toss it. Anyway, and here's what I'm going to be using are some cashew. It's a mix of cashews, almonds, hazelnuts, pecans, and pistachios. And then I'll be also putting in some sprouted seeds, sunflower seeds. I'll be putting in some sprouted organic pumpkin seeds. I will be putting in chia seeds. I thought that I had flaxseed in the cupboard, but I don't. So it'll be minus that, but normally I do add flaxseed, although I'm going to check one more cupboard. I get a big thing of coconut oil from Costco. There will be some old-fashioned oats. There will be some organic chlorella powder with a cracked cell wall. I'm going to also throw in these raw organic golden berries, which are yummy. And then to give it a little bit of flavor, you don't have to put this in. This is what I use on the regular. It's apple berry flavor, but its ingredients are phenomenal, as you can see here. You can use any kind of, it's just filled with lots of superfoods, and so I like to use that. I also like to go ahead and throw in some of this. And again, the ingredients on it are amazing. You can find your own protein powder. I mean, get creative with it. This is just what I do. So, so here's the start of the video, and stay tuned, and I will give you some talk in a little bit. I measured some of the mixed nuts in here, and my food processor, I have lost the blade to it. I don't know what the deal is, but I cannot find it anywhere. So I used my Ninja. The only thing is that you got to be pretty careful. You can't run it too long, and you got to just really shake the nuts around. You'll see I still have some whole pieces in here, which will be fine. It just adds some, you know, different texture. But if you run it too long, you'll end up with nut butter. So we don't want to do that. So just do it till it's, you know, a little bit crumbly. Some of it might stick together, but that's good because it will aid in the process of containing the bar together, because we're going to add some dry ingredients that will need something to adhere to. So seeds. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and add some of the oats. Here's 1 cup. Again, I'll have the list of everything in the description. Here's 2 cups of whole oats. Now, I'm trying to do kind of a big batch so that this will be enough for a while into the school year. School's going to be starting this Thursday. Okay, so there's 3 cups. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another couple cups, and I'm going to put them through the Ninja to make flour out of it. So oat flour. So hang tight, and I'll come back and show you that. So here is the 2 cups of oat flour. And again, I do this so that there will be, you know, something to pack together the ingredients so that it's not all just big pieces that are going to fall apart in the process. So there's the oats. Adding a tablespoon of cracked cell chlorella. Seeds. The amount will be in the description. Power Shake, you can use, if you have Power Shake made by Purium, you can use that, or you can use whatever protein shake stuff you have. I'm just going to add a few, actually a couple of that, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the Purium. Sorry, I'm trying to hold the video camera at the same time I'm doing this. Then another, this is the Power Kids. I'm going to do 2 of those. And then it'll be time to stir this up. Okay, so we're just going to stir and incorporate it all. I'll just mix it up till it's nice and incorporated in. I do always like to add a little bit of cinnamon to it as well, so give me a second, let me grab some cinnamon. I'm not even going to measure this. I'm just going to shake some in there. If I had to guess, that was probably a ½ teaspoon. That's been one of the hardest things for me to do, is to, oh, that smells good, is to actually incorporate measurements, because I just never follow recipes. I just create. So now the lumps that you're seeing is the where the nuts that I did in the Ninja, where it got a little bit too soft, which is fine. Like I said, it'll help incorporate everything. You'll see it'll compact down nice. Okay. So now will be the one part that I really hate, because it's just a sticky mess. But I will be taking care of the, I'm gonna move this out of the way. Okay, so now I brought the dates over here, and these guys are sticky, and that's why we use them in this, for their sweetness and their stickiness. So that's all I do, is I use a paring knife, I cut it open, pull the seed out, discard the seed, and go ahead and put it into my cup for the Ninja. Again, the amount of dates that I use, I will put in the description below. Because these are so sticky, what I do is I'll add the coconut oil to it, so that it gives a little bit of a liquidy substance to make it blend much better. It's a pain in the butt, let me tell you, if you don't have something to do that with. Look what I found, the flaxseed. So this is 1/4 cup. Just gonna add it to the mixture, and I'll stir it around into there to incorporate it in. And the reason I like to use the flaxseed is it's like one of the oldest known superfoods, and it's well known for its omega-3 fatty acids. And yeah, I love to incorporate this in. Okay, so I've melted some coconut oil. This ended up add it to the Ninja. I don't rinse anything out. It's all of the same ingredients are going into it. So this has got the nuts and the oats, and now the dates and the coconut oil. I'm gonna go ahead and do my best at getting it through the Ninja to become a real sticky mess. Hang on. Wouldn't you know it? The day that I go to do this video, I go to get out my gloves so that I don't get my hands all gross. And I'm out. So I get to get messy like I did when I was a kid. So as you can see, it's got the coconut oil in it, but it's really sticky and gooey. And basically you're just gonna start squishing it and mushing it all together. I forgot I have these golden berries, so I'm gonna go ahead and incorporate those in. All right, so here's what I do. I just go ahead and you'll still notice that it is somewhat crumbly, and that's okay because we're gonna really compress them down into these holes. I'm using my cupcake, they tend to be just easy. So I wanted to show you really quick. So there's 12 breakfasts available right here, right? So that might actually, if my husband's gonna be eating them too, that'll be 6 days worth of breakfast for the boys. And that's not all. I still have all of this to still do. So I'm gonna get another 12 and then some. So, you know, for the amount of time that I just did this, and of course it took me longer than it would had I normally been doing it, because I'm sitting here trying to explain to you how I do things and stopping and starting the video. So if it were just me, it would be done a lot quicker. So anyway, now that this is filled, I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in the freezer and we're done. I don't need to show you how to take them out. If you have trouble getting them out, I just use a, you can either use a plastic knife or a butter knife and just stick it down in the side. If you're having an issue getting them out, then I turn it over in the one area where it is, and I'll run some hot water over the back side of it and catch it as it falls out. But I usually don't have to do that. I just pop them out, wrap them in saran wrap, and then I individually just stick them in a pile or a Tupperware, a big Tupperware of some sort in the freezer, and they just grab and go. So I hope you like this video. Other variations here. In this one I did some dairy-free chocolate chips, and in this one some dried coconut flakes. The possibilities are endless. You just got to be creative. Please like and subscribe and stay tuned for more food videos.